Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to make a video on just things that I believe. These are things that are important to me and things that I have convictions about, and take it or leave it. I mean, that's what it's going to be. One thing I'll say is that I think YouTube is the coolest thing in the world, man. I mean, I just found out about YouTube a couple months ago, and I mean, I knew it always existed, but I didn't know there was just so much information. I always just thought it was for weird videos, or I didn't understand the power of it, but it's a very cool tool for people to use to communicate ideas and to learn, and I'm learning quite a bit, and I just think YouTube is the coolest thing in the world. Having said that, because it is so cool and because we are learning from quite a bit from one another, it's just a matter of time before the government screws it up. But anyway, I'm going to make a video on what I believe. I got my computer here to help me with my list, and let's just start from there. So also, I just want to say thank you to the people making American Patriot videos, helping us think about things in different ways. I think that's great, and I'm learning quite a bit. So I think it's okay to disagree. When I say things, I'm willing to learn. I'm willing for people to disagree with me. I think where things step over the line is when people say, I can be friends with an atheist. I think you all know my stance on God. I have a strong conviction in God, a moral and ethical existence. But for atheists, I'm okay with atheists. I can be friends with an atheist and we can have a disagreement on it. But when they step over the line and they say that I'm mentally unstable for my belief in God, that's where the line gets crossed, and I don't. There's no point in continuing the conversation because it's just going to be upsetting. But and we see people get in disagreements on YouTube, and one person will revert to calling another person unstable, dangerous, need to be removed from YouTube, unfit to own a gun, and I gotta stand up for against those words, because that could be applied to any of us. I mean, if we let that get applied to one of the more pronounced speakers of the American Patriot movement, they could say that about any of us. They could say any of us are unstable, any of us are dangerous, or any of us are unfit to own a gun. So when people start throwing those words around, my ears perk up, and I get very, very sensitive to that, and I think that's completely wrong. And the people saying that, they're the ones who need to think twice about what they're saying, because that's the kind of crap the government's going to use on us to take away our rights. So we got to be very, very sensitive when it comes to people using that kind of language. So anyway, I'm going to go through my list here, and I want to say that I do believe in God. I think there is a God. I've made videos on that subject, so I'm not going to expound about it anymore. I do want to tell a quick story, and I think it's kind of an interesting story about the difference between atheists and people that believe in God. But let me tell an analogy of like someone trying to describe what's going on in a baseball game. Okay, so what I'm about to say is how an atheist might describe what's going on in a baseball game. So here goes. A baseball accelerates to the speed of 95 miles per hour as it leaves the pitching mound, where it comes upon contact with a bat, and it returns in the opposite direction at a 75 degrees and goes 210 feet into left field, where the baseball lands in glove B. It stays in glove B for a short period of time, and then it accelerates at a speed of 70 miles per hour towards the pitching mound, where it lands in glove A. Okay, now I've just described the actions of a baseball game as the way an atheist would do it. And by that I mean they've described all the actions in their mind accurately, but they left out the most important components. They left out the players. The pitcher throws the baseball to the batter's box. The batter hits the ball. It goes to a pop fly out in left field, and the left fielder catches it and throws it back to the pitcher. You left out all the most important players. You left out the most important components of the game. You left out the players. And when an atheist describes what's going on in life, they're leaving out the fact that we have souls. This body is just a vessel, and they're leaving out the fact that there's a God that created it all. And so that's my opinion about it, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of atheists that say I'm a dumb butt or whatever they want to say, and that's fine. I don't care. But anyway, I do believe in God. I believe in the Constitution of the United States of America. I believe the rights we have been given by the Constitution have been given to us by the blood of our forefathers. We should not take them for granted, and we have to fight for them, and they're being trounced upon as we look around in our society today. And if we don't rise up as a people and say enough is enough, excuse me, enough is enough, we're going to lose our rights. I mean, it's just that simple. Okay. Another thing I'd like to share is that how altruism can be used as a tool. And what is altruism? Or, another word is charity, but I'm going to give an example. I saw one YouTuber complaining that several American patriots are making videos and in the background is like food, right? Freeze-dried food or maybe some food to come across in hard times. And that one very dumb YouTuber said, well, I don't know why they don't just give that to the food banks in their community and why they don't just contribute that to society at large. And that's storing and hoarding up food is, what kind of behavior is that, indicating that it was a bad thing? So that's the kind of crap that we have to guard against. People of that mindset that don't think that individuals have the right to prepare for bad times and to prepare for themselves and their family, their loved ones, their friends, to store up food in case of a rainy day while things are abundant, to store up things, in case in case bad times come upon us. That's absolutely the right thing to do. Yet, once some of these YouTubers say, "Well, they should give all that to food banks," are you freaking kidding me? I could get so mad about that. That's the kind of behavior, the collectivist and socialist behavior that is ruining this country. And it is not only is it okay, it doesn't just meet the barely satisfactory line of being okay to store up food and to get water and to get guns and ammo. It's your obligation, it's your duty to provide for your family, your friends, and your loved ones. And so the fact that they speak against it and act like it's some sort of hoarding activity, man, it just makes me want to puke. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. That's just disgusting. I believe that one of the most important attributes in any political movement, including the American Patriot Movement, is endurance, right? They're going to try to divide us. I've seen many videos on that, and I agree with that. They're going to try to race bait us. They're going to, they're going to try to use anything they can to divide us. And there may be two cousins, and these cousins fight all the time, but they're still family, right? And they may have disagreements. They may go toe to toe. But when someone walks over the hill that threatens to put them both in jail and to take away their liberties and to enslave them, well, the two cousins are going to put down their fighting and they're going to concentrate on the issue at hand. And that's what we all need to do, no matter what our nationality, no matter what. I didn't mean to say nationality, but no matter what our race. I consider this like an American Patriot Movement. The reason I consider it an American Patriot Movement is because Britain and Australia have already given up their guns, and I don't want America to follow their lead, right? So, in any event, we got to focus on what's important. Let's throw away all the petty differences, and let's focus on the issue of trying to maintain our rights provided us by the Constitution, the right to pursue a happy life, the right to be independent, and we can get back to our petty fighting later after we've taken care of the business at hand. So anyway, I believe the stock market is rigged. Okay, that's just my belief. I ain't no freaking way I'd buy stocks in the stock market. I believe gold and silver are the only money left on the planet. That's what I believe. Everything else is fiat money, and it's manipulated by people in elite positions, and it's a dishonest money system is contributing to the downfall of not only our economy but our entire society. I believe that God gives us a free will, and that it's our obligation and our duty to use that free will. It's our obligation and duty to be critical thinkers, not to just follow anybody, but to think about something and think it all the way through and to come to our own conclusions. I believe that anybody who has served in the military deserves our respect and our prayers. And if you're just standing around with your buddies and having a good time, and somebody from the military walks by, even though you might disagree with their individual beliefs, I believe it's your opportunity to straighten up and to show some respect. And we offer our prayers to those in the active military that are fighting for this country. And we just have to show them our respect and our prayers and support them as much as we can. That's what I believe. I'm gonna make a second video and continue on.